Hey people, so I'm trying this again for the third time. I'm just gonna kind of skip a lot of this stuff because it's not necessary. Um, I had two scenes at a play party the other night, and they, to me, kind of represent the best of what I do and the worst of what I do. Um, First scene I had was a fireplace scene, and anybody who knows me knows I really love fireplay. It's one of my top styles of play. Um, it was an amazing scene. Okay, was really just I had an amazing person I was playing with. The scene went really well. I busted out a new play type that I've been trying. Um, I'd been testing this new style using my handy dandy little spray bottle from Walgreens. Um, See if I got a lighter right around here. Yep. Ooh, fire. But I'd been playing with the idea of doing the spray over one of the forceps that I had lit on fire. So I have the person down here, and I spray it lightly, and it goes, and the little droplets of alcohol that don't catch that don't go would still would be on fire and fall down to the skin, lighting the skin on fire. I had been playing with this idea for a while, but never had done it in public. Um, the party I was at had both an internal play space outside and on the porch area, on the concrete area. You could set up and play out there, and then they have a garage area that also is playable. Where they have a St. Andrews and a beam where you can do a whole bunch of stuff. But I set up a massage table that borrowed from somebody I'll talk about later, um, and did this fireplace scene where I busted out this new technique. Again, I'm not going to claim that I created this technique. This is something I've just never seen. There's been about three or four different play styles that I've done that I've never seen anybody do that because I did them, I created them or I thought of them. That I've seen them be used by other people long after I had created them and played with them in public. I'm pretty sure that this fireball technique will become something of that. I'm not claiming that I'm the first person to ever do it. I'm just somebody that I've never seen it, and I've seen a lot of fire play. I've just never seen this technique done. So, anyways, I do this. Scene goes off great. It's amazing. I had a great. It was a great scene. Get the scene over. Several people comment how scene was. People were talking about the scene as I was doing it, which is always fun. But I ignored them. I did my play. Uh, went through the rest of the evening, um, and then I did a flogging scene, and I had been really looking forward. I psyched myself out on this scene. I had not been able to do a really good scene in the local area. Um, I keep talking about how my flogging techniques, but people don't get to see me flog because I just, time and place just hasn't been there where I've been able to do it. So I knew people were going to be watching, which was mistake number one. Because I was doing this scene and I was had in my head that people were watching me do it. That was mistake one. Mistake two is I had the new flogger. Um, I only have had it for less than a week now, but decided to play with it. This was a mistake. I wound up doing two major things in there that totally threw me off my game. First being, I went high, and it hit back here. She had turned her head, so it wound up actually coming up and hitting part of her ear. Stopped the play, went in, checked with her, made sure she was okay, continued. Played some more, played some more. All my strikes were good, everything was good, everything was good. Wrapped. Wrapped it around her body off to the side. Again, totally threw me off my thing. Stopped the play, went and checked with her, made sure she was okay, continued to play. Um, she was not somebody really into stingy, so I kind of had to stay with the heavier thuddy stuff, which I like being able to go back and forth. Um, so I kept on kept the play going, and I just kind of got lost in the scene. Kind of got lost in where I was going. Uh, I had to end the scene with a 10 count. I hate ending a scene with a 10 count. It is, to me, one of the cheapest ways to end a scene. Um, I just don't like it. So I wound up doing the 10 count, get out of the scene. Did my aftercare, and after it was over, I was lost. I was just pissed off at myself. I don't do that. Those things, yes, they happen. They happen in the scenes. You cannot do a scene with the concept that everything's going to go perfect. Things are going to happen. And they did. Thing is, that doesn't happen to me. I don't allow myself to do those things. I always make sure that I'm better than that. So I was pissed off at myself. So I go and I start sulking, and I wound up going up and getting refreshing my drink because the drink table is outside. Food is inside, drinks are outside. So I go to the table and start talking to another master, the one who I borrowed the table from for the fireplace scene. I had talked to him earlier in the night because he wants to do a cupping scene or a fireplace scene, or a combination, most likely, with my baby girl who lives closer to him, and he winds up seeing her at more parties than I do. He wants to do a scene with her, and I'm totally cool with it. I even asked if he would do a co-topping scene with her, find somebody to bottom the scene, because she's learning how to do fire play and learning how to do cupping. So I wanted to see if he could co-top a scene with her for her first real public scene. Um, her for first real. I mean, she's done one cupping scene, but to really give her that boost that's needed when you first start doing these kind of scenes. Um, the talk I had with him really helped me. It really, really helped me because I needed that time of talking and just getting that frustration out, and it really, really, really helped me. Um, so yeah, it was something that I don't think a lot of people realize is that when you're a master, talking to another master at the same level you are about your feelings and emotions is something that we think, well, we're beyond that. No, we need that. Um, Wound up talking to the mistress who was watching my scene, and she thought the scene was good. It's one of those, you know, art and artist things. Um, Everybody outside can look at a piece of art and think it's a great and amazing, but then the artist goes, no, but I fucked up here, I fucked up there. This is where a mistake. Here's a mistake. No one else sees it. she knows that I did those two little things, but saw how I recovered from them, and that was important to me. The fact that I made the mistakes at all was what was the issue. But yeah, like I said, it was a very much a learning experience. Um, and I'm going to recover from this. I'm going to get better at my flogger, and I'm going to wind up pulling off a much better scene next time I play. So see how it goes. But that's kind of it for now. Anybody has anything, hit me up. Be well and safe.